Hello everyone, my name is Abhay Kumar and I'm a final year engineering student specializing in computer science and engineering from Dronacharya Group of Institutions, Greater Noida. And today I'm going to explain you, or we can say, or represent you, the basic concept that we have studied through our academics. That is Java. That is OOPS concept. OOPS concept in Java or OOPS concept in C++. Uh, Basically, C++ depends works on the concept that is on OOPS. OOPS stands for Object Oriented Programming Language. And so let's start. OOPS concept in Java. OOPS concept basically based on basic parameters, that is class, objects, abstractions, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. These are the basic parameters that OOPS concept depend based on these parameters. That we can say OOPS concept works on these parameters, and we uses these parameters. We complete the concept of OOPS, or we can say object-oriented programming language. This is the basic figure that is based on OOPS. You can see class, object, abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, or inheritance. So first one is a class. So a class is a user-defined blueprint or prototype from which objects are created. Or we can say class is a user-defined blueprint or prototype. An object, object will be created on the prototype of class, and it represents the set of properties or methods that are common to all object of one type. In general, class declaration can include these components, that is modifiers, class name, superclass, if any, or interfaces, or body. And the next one is object, and this is a very important part of OOPS. It is a basic unit of object-oriented programming and represents the real-life entities. It means real life. Real life, we can say that in our real world, everything is an object. Everything is object. So object consists in class, and class does not consist in object. So object, everything is object. You can say in real life entity, everything is object. So object consists in class. So object consists of state. It means in real life, if we can say everything is an object. So suppose a pen is an object. It have a state, it is a solid state, and behavior, it is a behavior to write. Identity that we can say it is that is called as pen. Individual identity, that is have individual identity. And method. And third one part is abstraction in OOPS. So data abstraction is a property by virtue of which only the essential data are displayed to the user. So abstractions is abstraction. We can say abstraction means the essential part will be shown on the screen, and non-essential part will be hidden. If we can say, suppose we are running an app. So suppose we are playing a game on the Android phone, and we are playing something. So what we are seeing on the screen, that is essential part, that is user to use. But the implementation part will be not shown by the programmer. Then that is not it, because that is not essential to the user. So abstraction is that. The trivial or the non-essential unit are not displayed by the users. That we have studied, that I tell you, and I've shared you that non-essential part will not be displayed by the user or programmer to the user. Example: a car views as a car rather than its individual concept component. That I have that is another example. If a car, if a car is viewed as a car, and but uh, many components, there are many components that is used to make that car. So that is not important part. The important part is that is a car. And the fourth part is encapsulation. So it is defined as the wrapping up of data under a single unit. It means uh, to by make if we make a program, or a programmer, when a programmer makes a program, there are huge amount of data that is used to make a program. But the encapsulations tell that when a wrapping of that data in a single unit, that is called an encapsulation. So it is the mechanism that binds together code and the data it manipulates. So we can say it is a mechanism, or it is a way to make up a data to a single unit, or a minimization of a data, that is called encapsulation. Another way we can say that the encapsulation is a protective shield that prevents the data from being accessed by the code outside the shield. Or yes, we can say that if we have a data, so encapsulation is a part, or encapsulation is a method that we have to prevent from somewhere, or from anyone that will not be able to access our data. So that is a protective shield, or that is protective part that we have used to protect our data from a different user, or different someone, that is encapsulation. And the fifth part is inheritance. Fifth part is inheritance. Inheritance is an important pillar of OOPS, or object oriented programming language. It means inheritance, inheritance is the most important part that I've studied pillar, and most important, basically that is it is the most important part of the OOPS concept, and it is the mechanism in Java by which one class is allowed to inherit the feature. It means it is a mechanism, or it is the way when one class is allowed to inherit the feature to it and fields and method of another class. It means um, the way in Java by which a class inherits, or individually enters to the feature and fields and methods of to another class. It means it is a way a class inherits or enters to another class, or the another field or another method, that is called as inheritance. And inheritance basically have the basic features, that is superclass, subclass, and reusability. It may so it is the basic parts, uh, or basic parameters that is comes in inheritance of OOPS concept: superclass, subclass, and reusability. And the last part is polymorphism. Polymorphism is the last part of OOPS concept of and it is also an essential part of OOPS. It refers to the ability of OOPS programming language to differentiate between entity with the same name efficiently. It means it means that the ability of OOPS programming language to difference between the entity and the same name efficiently. It is done by the Java with the help of signature and declaration of these entities. And basically polymorphism have the two major part, that is overloading and overriding. So overloading is a compile time polymorphism, and overriding is a runtime polymorphism. and that is most important part of the polymorphism, or we can say most important part of OOPS concept that we have to study, that we have studied in our academics: overloading and overriding. And thank you for watching me. uh, that's all. That's all study that I have studied in my academics, that is OOPS concept. Thank you.